Chapter 2. History of Computer Development. Introduction. The history of computer was started from the Stone Age. Many inventors worked a lot for the development of different calculating devices. The history of calculations was started with the abacus, but first such machine having principle of today's computing machine was developed by Charles Babbage in 19th century. Mechanical calculating devices. Abacus. Abacus was used by the Chinese people to perform calculations. It is being used throughout the world. It was made up of wooden frame in which rods were fitted across with round beads sliding on the rod. Napier's bone. John Napier, a Scottish mathematician and politician, developed a machine called Napier's bone in 1617 AD. In 1614 AD he developed the concept of the logarithm. He worked on this idea for almost 2 decades before the concept of logarithms came into effect. Slide rule. It was the invention of William Morton which was introduced in 1620 AD. It was a mechanical analog device that was used for making numerical computations and readings such as multiplication, division, powers, roots, functions, etc. Pascalin. Pascalin, also called as Pascaline, is a calculating machine developed by Blaise Pascal in 1642 AD when he was of 19 years. This machine could only do addition, subtraction and multiplication by the repeated addition and division. By repeated subtraction. Stepped reckoner. A German mathematician, Gottfried Wilhelm von Leibniz, invented the calculating machine known as Leibniz's wheel, stepped reckoner, in 1673 AD. It was used in many calculating machines till 1970 AD. Jacquard's loom. Joseph Marie Jacquard, a silk weaver, invented this machine in 1804 at. This loom was the first to use punched card with punched holes. The punched card idea was adopted later by Charles Babbage about 1830 to control his analytical engine, and later by Hermann Hollerith for tabulating the 1890 USA census. Charles Babbage. Charles Babbage was a popular mathematician, philosopher, inventor and mechanical engineer. He was the first person to develop the concept of modern digital computer, which works on the principle of input, process, output, and storage. Errors were sometimes made either in the calculation or in the compiling of the tables. The inventions of Babbage are given below. Difference engine. Analytical engine. Lady Augusta Ada Lovelace. Lady Augusta Ada Lovelace was a daughter of Lord Byron. She was born on December 1815 AD and died on November 1852 when she was of 36 years. She was the first to recognize that the machine had applications beyond pure calculation, and created the first algorithm proposed to be carried out by such a machine. Hollerith tabulating machine. The Hollerith tabulating machine was also known as the tabulating machine. It was an electrical counting machine invented by Hermann Hollerith. In 1887 AD, he developed the system of punched card tabulating system in data processing. Hollerith founded the Tabulating Machine Company, which later merged to become a company called IBM, International Business Machine. Electromechanical calculating devices. Mark-I. The Harvard Mark-I was the first electromechanical computer developed by Howard Aiken at Harvard University and built by IBM in 1937. The computer was 51 feet long, 8 feet high and weighed 5 tons. It provided vital calculations for the U.S. Navy during World War II and was the first of a series of computers designed by Aiken. The Harvard Mark-I could perform 4 arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and had built-in programs for processing logarithms and trigonometric functions. The Mark-I received instructions on paper tape and loaded data output on punch cards. ABC, Atanasoff-Berry computer. The Atanasoff-Berry computer was the electromechanical digital computer built in 1942 AD at Iowa State University by John Vincent Atanasoff and Clifford Berry. It has electronic switching elements and could perform binary arithmetic. Electronic calculating devices. ENIAC, Electronic Numerical Integrator and Calculator. The first electronic computer was the Electrical Numerical Integrator and Calculator, known as ENIAC. It was designed by John Presper Eckert and John William Markley in 1946. And it was primarily used to computer aircraft courses, shell trajectories, and to break codes during the World War II. EDAC, Electronic Delay Storage Automatic Calculator. EDAC is an early British computer considered to be the first stored program electronic computer. It was created at the University of Cambridge in England. John von Neumann developed it in 1949 AD. UNIVAC, Universal Automatic Computer. The UNIVAC I was the first commercial computer produced in the United States. It was designed principally by John Presper Eckert and John William Markley in 1951 AD. It was the first commercial general-purpose digital computer. Magnetic tape were used as an input and storage. EDVAC, Electronic Discrete Variable Automatic Computer. John William Markley and John Presper Eckert developed this in 1952 AD, but the construction was started from 1944 AD. It was the first computer based on stored program concept. It was popularly used up to 1961 AD. History of computer in Nepal. The history of ICT and computer in Nepal is not so long. The IBM 1401 belongs to the second-generation computer which was introduced in Nepal for the first time in 2028 BS. This computer was brought on rent, and after that another second-generation mainframe computer ICL 2950 10th model was introduced in Nepal. To work with the technology, Yanchik Sarinikaran Kendra, Electronic Data Processing Center, was established, which was later called as National Computer Center, NCC. After 2039 BS microcomputer like Apple, Vector, Cirrus were introduced in Nepal.